How you doing? And welcome to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about some winter driving tips that old truckers know and new truckers should, so stick around. Well, hi, my name's Brian Phillips and I've been driving for a little over 7 years. This is my truck, that's my trailer, and occasionally I might know a few things, but really what happens in this industry is, drivers pass on knowledge to other drivers. So that's why I started Driven Trucking Channel. And if you're new, please, consider subscribing. Make sure you ring that notification bell so that way you know when my next video is coming out. And actually stay tuned for all you new truck drivers out there. I'm about to start a new channel and it's going to be called Truck Driving School. So get ready for that and get ready to go to school with me, but let's get into the video. For the first couple of tips, all you're gonna need is some dishwashing soap and some rubbing alcohol. Rubbing alcohol is your friend, and you can put some rubbing alcohol as well as dishwashing soap into your wind washer fluid container. And what that's gonna do is the dishwasher fluid is gonna clean your windshield. And during the winter, whenever there's a lot of salt and spray that comes up off of the road, the washing fluid is actually going to keep the windshield from streaking. If you have never experienced this, you will, I guarantee it. The alcohol is going to keep that washer fluid from actually freezing. And even though they say it is good up to -32 degrees Fahrenheit, yeah, right. Put some alcohol in there and that's going to get you through. And another place that you can use alcohol is going to be in your service line. Putting it into your service line will run it through your entire air system back there through the trailer and hopefully keep it from freezing up, which is pretty easy to do, unfortunately. But alcohol is your friend. Speaking of keeping things from freezing up, get yourself a hammer. When in doubt, just beat on it. Just kidding. But if your brakes freeze up, and typically this is going to happen on your trailer, it can happen on your tractor, but most likely on your trailer. And if you have brake drums, if you have disc brakes, I don't know what to do. But you large fleets out there, you're going to have brake drums. And so these brake drums like to freeze because as you go through ice and snow and freezing rain and etc., even powder, stuff can pack up in there, and even if you don't set your trailer brakes, which you should not set your trailer brakes in freezing degree weather, they can still freeze up. So you can take that hammer, hit that brake drum, and get yourself unstuck. Don't be the guy dragging his wheels all the way through the truck stop. And while we're on the topic of things being parked in the truck stop or rest area, wherever you decide to park, when you first park, think about this. If you're parking on snow, or even a dirt field that can easily freeze, keep in mind that your tires are extremely hot from rolling down the road. It doesn't seem like it would be, but trust me, that friction causes a lot of heat. So when you first park, what you want to do is in the first 5 to 10 minutes, you just want to roll back and forth just a few times. It doesn't take much, but what that's going to do is that's going to melt all of that ice and snow and hopefully keep you from getting stuck in place overnight. So if you're enjoying the video so far, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell, especially if you're new to the channel. But while we're taking a short break here, I would like to mention that this video is sponsored by Trucker Tools. Trucker Tools is a free app for drivers as well as carriers. It's a reliable ally for truck drivers with several functions, including telling you where the truck stops are, where the weigh stations are, even Walmart's, the weather, I mean, you name it, it pretty much has it. There's a new and even friendlier version that will be coming out hopefully by the end of November 2019. So go ahead and head over to your app store. Wait till the video's over though, but head over to that app store and download Trucker Tools today and look out for that new version that's coming out. Back to the video. So while we did talk about some things to do while you're parked, before you park, it's a great idea if the temperature is going to get well below freezing. I would say anywhere below about 15 degrees Fahrenheit. Make sure that your fuel tanks are over half a tank. The more fuel that's in there, the less likely that it is to gel. If you're sitting on a quarter tank or less and it gets down to 15 or below, it's very likely that your fuel is actually going to gel. So before you go park, make sure you have plenty of fuel. But once you've parked and it's overnight, and let's say the unthinkable happens and you do actually get stuck, not that you're frozen to the ground, you just can't really gain any traction. Now, yes, salt is it's something nice to have, it's something nice to carry, but a cheaper alternative to that is kitty litter. Kitty litter works great. It's kind of like mini gravel. You can throw that onto just underneath the tire and build yourself a little bit of a runway, a couple of feet, just enough to get your traction and get moving, and that'll help you get unstuck. So get you a container of kitty litter. And last but not least, let's say that it's just cold enough and your fuel does actually gel up. Well, you always want to carry with you what's called 911. They sell it in the truck stop. It comes in a red bottle, and you can dump that into your fuel and hopefully it will ungel it, if that's a word. But get yourself some 911 and also carry some anti-gel with you. If you know that you're gonna be in negative 15 degrees Fahrenheit or lower, you're gonna wanna put that inside your fuel, and hopefully that'll keep you from gelling up. The 911 is an after you already gel up, so it's a cure for that. That didn't really sound, hopefully that made sense. I don't know. But get yourself some of both of those, whether you're company or owner-operator, and that will keep you from getting stuck. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. There's 7 tips that old truck drivers know that hopefully you new truck drivers now know. So please hit that like button on the way out, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, but remember to stay driven.